Some men talk a lot, trying to impress, to convince, to prove their worth. But the ones who truly attract attention often say less. And sometimes all it takes is just 2 words. Words so simple, yet so powerful. They reveal confidence, mystery, and emotional control. Welcome to Stoic Today, where ancient Stoic philosophy meets modern psychological truth. If you want to master your emotions, understand people deeply, and build unbreakable inner power, subscribe and join our journey. In today's world, people speak more than they think, and react more than they understand. Attraction is no longer about looks alone. It is about emotional presence, the ability to stay calm, grounded, and slightly unpredictable. Older men often understand something younger men overlook. That attraction is not built through effort, but through restraint, through silence, timing, and the right words at the right moment. And among all the things they say, there are 2 words that quietly shift the dynamic. The first is this: I see. It sounds simple, almost insignificant, but imagine this. A woman is talking, sharing something personal, maybe even testing you emotionally. Most men interrupt. They explain. They try to fix or impress. But you just listen. You hold eye contact. You stay calm. And when she finishes, you simply say, I see. Psychologically, this does something powerful. It shows you are present, but not reactive. It tells her you understand, without chasing validation. It creates a sense of depth, because you are not trying to dominate the moment. From a Stoic perspective, this is emotional discipline. You are not controlled by the urge to speak. You are not trying to win approval. You are grounded, and the lesson is simple. Not every moment needs your opinion. Sometimes, understanding is more attractive than expression. The second phrase is even more subtle. Maybe. Now think about this situation. She asks you something direct. Do you like me? Are you serious about this? Will you always be like this? Most men rush to give clear answers. They want certainty. They want to secure the outcome. But an older, more composed man pauses. And sometimes he simply says, maybe. This is not confusion. This is control. Psychologically, uncertainty creates intrigue. It keeps the emotional dynamic alive. It signals that you are not easily predictable and not emotionally dependent. From a Stoic point of view, this reflects acceptance of uncertainty. The future is never guaranteed, and the Stoic does not pretend to control what cannot be controlled. The lesson: do not rush to define everything. Mystery, when used wisely, creates attraction. Now here's something deeper. These 2 words, I see and maybe, are not about manipulation. They are about presence, about knowing when to speak and when to hold back, about understanding that attraction grows in space, not pressure. Let's go further. Imagine someone challenges you emotionally. They question your decisions. They push your boundaries. Instead of reacting defensively, you stay calm. You observe. You say, I see. What happens? You take control of the emotional frame. You show strength without aggression. Or when someone tries to rush you into commitment, into certainty, you say, maybe. What happens? You protect your independence. You remain centered. You don't get pulled into emotional chaos. If you've ever experienced something like this, let me know in the comments. Because most people don't realize, attraction is not built through intensity. It is built through control. Now let's step into a deeper truth about human nature. People are drawn to what they cannot fully predict. Not chaos, but controlled mystery. The human ego constantly searches for validation, for reassurance, for emotional certainty. But when someone remains calm, measured, and slightly distant, it disrupts that pattern. It creates curiosity, and curiosity is the beginning of attraction. The Stoics understood this long ago. They believed that power comes from mastering yourself, not others. When you control your reactions, your words become sharper, more meaningful, more impactful. A man who speaks less, but with intention, feels stronger than a man who speaks constantly without control. Because silence, when chosen, as power, and words, when used wisely, become influence. But there is a warning here. This is not about playing games. It is about becoming someone who does not need to chase. Someone who is comfortable with silence, comfortable with uncertainty, comfortable with being misunderstood, without needing to explain everything. Because true confidence does not beg to be seen. It simply exists, and people feel it. In the way you pause, in the way you respond, in the words you choose, and the ones you don't. In the end, the Stoics believed that true power is not in controlling others, but in understanding them. And more importantly, understanding yourself. When you master your emotions, when you stop reacting impulsively, when your words come from clarity, not neediness, you become someone rare, someone grounded, someone unforgettable. So the next time you feel the urge to explain everything, to prove yourself, to chase certainty, pause, breathe, and remember, sometimes all it takes is "I see," or maybe. If this video helped you understand people a little better, subscribe to Stoic today for more timeless wisdom.